scientist. And Doc, good morning. Thank you very much for your time.
Good morning.
I hope you're well.
I'm okay.
A few things to clarify. Have you given up your membership of the NPP?
I'm not a member now.
Oh, okay. And the other thing that everybody knows is that we're making efforts towards founding a new political party. How far have those efforts gone?
Today is as small. We're still working on it. I've got a lot of leaders who have joined.
A lot of leaders who have joined.
Yes.
Why is
Unfortunately, most of them are NPP people.
Most of them are NPP people?
Yes.
Do they tell you why they are agreeing with this move of yours?
They are all frustrated, as I am. And you have nowhere to go. What are you going to do? The party is taken over by criminals. You see, they're just disgraceful. We are stealing everything in sight. We don't say anything about it. That's not how a political party should be. You want to be given the chance to run the country, and yet you are stealing everything that belongs to the country. What's the point of running them? This is what's going on.
But, Doc, most of those people you talk about are people I'm sure you know very well. They've always been with the party, always played different roles in the party. But you say they have taken over the party. How? But they are the same people.
Most of them are new people who came into the party because they don't know how the party was before. Well, they came in for money, you see. And now they brought most of them. They came in younger people, they came in for money. No respect, nothing. It's just for money. And that's what has happened to the party. So now it has become entrenched. Even the old ones in there have learned it, and they are doing the same thing. What is happening today is a symptomatic of it. You see, they gravitate to where the money is. Why would you elect the Flagbearer before you elect the party leaders, party functionaries? How? Why would you do that? They elect the party leader before their term goes out because you are afraid they will pick somebody else. That is the real issue here. If one of your party is in trouble, you do things by the book, do it properly, and nobody will complain because each will be treated fairly. But that's not what we are doing. They always gravitate towards the interest of one person against all the others. It's still going on. It makes no sense what they are saying. That one person, they elect one person to be flag bearer and he will be in charge of the party. We already have someone in charge. It's called a party chairman. Whatever happened to him? And with him as the assistant, as the vice chairman, what's the point of electing them? If that's what you are saying. You're going to re-engineer the whole party now. So that makes no sense. Makes no sense at all. Just an excuse, that's all.
So for you, this whole top-down approach, is this an excuse for what?
Because they want certain people, they want to still be in charge. Because see, these people, they have to go and run for re-election before the party functionaries take office again. And since they lost the election so massively, most likely most of them will lose their seats. So they want to appoint, in a way, in figure of speech, appoint the flag bearer to support that person that they want before they get up. When he comes in, you also look out for them. That's what they're trying to do.
Oh, you're talking about an alliance between the current executive and a particular flag bearer?
Not just one. Not
Okay.
just one. But yes, that's what I'm talking about. Because otherwise it makes no sense. Why don't you do things like you've been done always? Why do you change everything now? They worked before, why not now? You can't explain that.
Okay, so you're saying there are alliances, not one alliance?
Yes. The party is divided. This one is over here, this one is over there, that one is over there, and they will go to the polls like enemies. And when the candidate that gets the most wins, they think they can come back and patch things up. It won't work. The division is already there.
So you see a situation in which the candidate who end up being elected in January will then make sure the people who supported him are the ones who get elected at constituency, regional, and of course national levels?
Of course, you have to do that. Who will not do that? You thank your benefactor, so everybody will do that. And that's what they want. We scratch your back, you scratch our back too. That this has gone on too long. The shenanigans have gone on too long. Why don't you do things by the book? When you are in trouble, that's what you have to do, so that you don't offend anybody. Everybody's on the same page. Now, suppose I want to run for president, and I know the Constitution says in opposition you have 24 months to run for president, but I'm not ready. I'm trying to gather more money, and then all of a sudden you tell me you're holding an election in 6 months. What do I do now? What do I do? It means you have disqualified me. Also, you have disqualified me.
I see. Because the name that I've heard consistently is that this machinery in place currently, the leadership is structured to favor Dr. Bawumia. You're saying, for you, that's not all you see.
Who went and failed, you see. The same people who went and failed. What is new now? All of them went. All the people in there, except maybe with a possible exception of by the champion run before. But if you look at his numbers now, it's not impressive. You see, so it'll be the same result. Why do you hurry up to go and fail? Why? Instead of taking your time and do things properly, and then go and face the electorate again. I don't understand it. You're doing the same thing you did before. That didn't work. You're still doing it again. Now, there's even larger problems. There's a larger problem, and I hope maybe you can explain it to your listeners.
Larger problem?
Yes, the party constitution. You see, every constitution has checks and balances in it. The NPP constitution doesn't. Not because the instrument itself is flawed, but because the people who oversee it don't understand how this is done. You cannot go and amend the constitution, and what amendment you brought immediately takes effect. No, you can't do that. If that happens, that means you don't have a constitution. Whatever you go to write it in there, it says what the constitution says. Look at Ghana's constitution. You have to gazette whatever you want to do and announce this and announce that and wait a little bit before you go and vote, and it takes effect whatever time. If this is why constitution is so structured, makes it a little bit more cumbersome to change it. You can't just get up and go and vote all in favor, say aye, and then you change it. No, you can't do that. And yet that's what the MPP executives are doing. And the people, MPP people following them, they think that if the constitution says the NEC is the number one, the primary people to deal with the constitution of the party, therefore they can do whatever they want. No, you can't. You cannot amend the constitution and it takes immediate effect. You can't.
Wow, that's an interesting one. You're saying this particular power that has been granted NEC, is it self-problematic?
Yes, it is. Yes, you can grant them that power, but there has to be some other restrictions so that they don't make it just an arbitrary decision. Whenever it's not favorable for us, we go and change it. So now that is what has happened. This is why they can tell you that they are voting in 6 months. If, for example, we have a provision that whenever a change is accepted, it will take 12 months from the time when it was accepted. That means you have to wait for 1 year before you can talk about it. And this one doesn't say anything. So they can change anything anytime. That's what they think. If the Constitution grants them the power to change to amend the Constitution, then they can do it any way they want. No, it is wrong. And the government of Ghana should look at it. The Supreme Court should look at it. It is unconstitutional It is unconstitutional. It's not a private matter. Because these are the same people who come to the national level to run for office. This is unconstitutional. Look at Ghana's constitution. The built-in checks and balances. The difficulty of amending, you just getting up and do whatever you want anytime you don't like it. But this is what they are doing. Because they don't understand it. They think it comes in the power so they can do it anytime they want. You can't. That means you don't have a constitution. Your constitution is whatever the next says. That's what it means.
Well, what do you make of their explanation for this move, the excuse, the reason they've given? They are saying this particular tussle for who leads the party to 2028 is creating division within the party. So let's deal with it, dust our hands off, so that the person who is elected will be the candidate everybody will unite around. That the longer this takes, the more split the party becomes.
But that person becomes the party chairman. You now give him powers to settle disputes in the party, go around the country and see what is going on in every constituency. That's not a duty of a Flagbearer. You understand? So it's a lame excuse. A lame excuse. If that is what your problem is, then look at the chairman of the party. That's what you should do. And if it's not the vice chairman, if he should be the one at this point who holds the party together, not a flag bearer. I don't understand this. It's just an excuse.
And in line with that, what do you make of their the latest efforts by the party to at least instill some discipline into? Because this an invitation to personality who are so far publicly declared their intention to contest in the forthcoming NPP presidential primaries to a joint meeting with the steering committee and National Council of Elders. Is a way of ensuring that the discipline is maintained. What do you make of that move?
Well, I saw a letter they sent they came up with a publication that Bono chairman, NPP chairman, will be called to this Mali community or something like that.
Yes.
This is not good. You see, it takes two to tango. No, so can the chairman himself stand there and fight with someone or say unflattering things about someone without anybody provoking him? No. It's two people they've been fighting. Yes. Kennedy has said he's not going to respond to it anymore. Fine. But since he said that, have you seen that the other one is insulting him now? No, he too is quiet. So if you want to bring peace in the party, you call them both. We don't want you to do what you were doing before. Talk to them. And that's the end of it. But the way you've done it, you are showing that you're favoring one over the other. It's not good. I said it takes two to tango. They have already tangled. You see? So you're saying the one cool quick fence is better? No. You are in trouble. Now you are creating more trouble. That's what they're doing. Every decision they make favors somebody against another. And the other person gets angry.
So invite the two of them and have a conversation with both.
Exactly. Don't even threaten anybody, done this or done that. They were fighting. Both of them were fighting. And if you had not cautioned them before, so don't behave as if you cautioned them, they didn't listen to you. You had not cautioned them. So talk to them, and that's the end of it. If they go back and they do the same thing again, now you can discipline them. Don't they know how to manage a party?
And in terms of management, they are also trying to manage the current presidential primary contest that has already started by inviting all the candidates to meet the steering committee and the council of elders, because so far things seem to be getting out of order. So that meeting, I think, is intended to also patch up things and instill some discipline into the race. That's a good move, I believe.
Well, that is not too bad. But I'll tell you what. The way to build a party in the position they are is not what they are doing. You need older people, elderly people, respectable people to talk to all concerned, bring them together. You can even have get together for presidential aspirants and supporters and whatnot. Mix them up. They get to know each other. Sometimes when you get to know someone better, you say, oh, this guy is not bad as I thought. Oh. That's it. You can talk to him. You can even form alliances. And then you make everybody understand that we are not at war. We are competing. Be civil. We don't want you to be attacking anybody. They haven't done that. They want to go and stand for elections. It's up to them.
Well, Doc, thank you. Thank you very much for speaking to us.
You're welcome. Thank you too.
Dr. Richard AMOAKO is a political scientist. Of course, he says he's no longer a member of the New Patriotic Party. He's been working towards forming a new party that he says many leading members of the NPP have expressed interest in joining. SM, you will join?
Dr. Richard AMOAKO party. Oh, my name is
you want to see... What do you want to see?
Oh, maybe say me who how or be structure the party.
Okay.